Sauvignon Blanc is the star of New Zealand, but Pinot Noir is equally stunning, and no one does it better than Dog Point. Dog Point has a funny name for us dog lovers. It actually does have to do with dogs. They used to, back in the day, have an area where they kept sheep and the dogs would herd them, but occasionally dogs would escape, and eventually they all formed their own pack out at this area called Dog Point. Sadly, they started attacking the sheep, and so they were eliminated, but the place where they formed their posse was called Dog Point, and that is what this vineyard is named after. Now, Dog Point is the largest organic certified vineyard in New Zealand. They started their plantings in 1970. The plantings of Pinot Noir were started in 1980 or the 1980s. And the wines are really, really beautiful. These are wines that are very low intervention. Everything is hand harvested, and it is made in the southern valleys, which is an area that has a lot of clay, which is great for Pinot Noir. So really nice typical example. If you've never had New Zealand Pinot before, it's somewhere between Old World and New World. I wouldn't say it's exactly like maybe Burgundy, but maybe more like a German Pinot or an Alsace Pinot and a California Pinot. It has nice earthiness and good acidity and tannin, and yet also really nice fruits. Let's take a look at the wine. It's darker from some of the sun here. Swirl it around the glass, take a sniff. Very floral with lots of red fruit, a tiny bit of earth. It's a little bit of baking spice in this wine. Let's take a sip. Nice acidity. Those floral notes still remain with that red fruit. You know, this wine kind of reminds me of a Gamay from Beaujolais. It is not made in that same style. It's not made with carbonic maceration, but the grape, Gamay, is a child of Pinot Noir. And in this regard, you can see the relationship very well. It's a bit earthier. It has a little bit more tannin probably than Beaujolais, but the acidity is there. It's really a very Beaujolais-esque, low intervention, lovely wine. It is aged in oak barrels for 18 months, but this wine is really light on its feet, great acidity. This is one where you put it in the fridge and you can have it with mushroom risotto if you want. If you want to save it for, something that's a little bit heavier, you can have it with food off the grill. You can have it with pizza. It has a little bit more going on, salads even. So you can have it with all of that. I would recommend putting it in the fridge and giving it a chill. It's a delicious wine, a very different style. It shows you once again the terroir and the skill of the winemakers in Marlborough. Dog Point is absolutely iconic in Marlborough, and this is a fantastic wine. Really glad to be able to show you another side of Marlborough if you've only had Sauvignon Blanc from that region. It's excellent.